Welcome to the Rajasthan Investment Promotion Scheme portal, Building a Resurgent Rajasthan. This online platform enables an investor to get time-bound and hassle-free incentive clearances and entitlements. Before going forward on how to apply, let's first give you an overview of the portal. The portal provides an informative life cycle of the schemes with all the information available at a click of a button. One can avail information on the investment promotion scheme by clicking on the three tabs. One can avail the same information from the top and navigation bar as well. It contains an interactive online wizard which will provide you with all the industry-specific incentive information. To get this information, you have to first select the nature of the business. Then select the type of business. Choose the sector of the business. Select the area of the proposed investment. Select the amount of investment. Choose additional inputs which will avail more benefits. On the submission of the form, you will obtain a clear list of incentives that you'll be getting based on your inputs provided. The best thing about going online is that you avoid the trouble of being present physically at various stages of the application. Apart from this, you get every information on a single page so that you don't need to preserve heap of papers. In addition to this, the investor can also download the complete scheme and link with the other services that come under the ease of doing business. In order to promote transparency, the portal also showcases number of applications that have submitted into the system as well. Applying from the single window clearance system. The RIPS portal allows you to apply for incentive approvals with the Department of Industries of the state government without the need to physically visit any government office. To apply for incentives, click on the Sign Up button located at the top right of the home page. You can also log into the single window portal by using either of your Aadhaar ID, Udyog Aadhaar ID, Bhamasha ID, or even with your Gmail or Facebook accounts. Now, register by creating a single sign-on, referred to as an SSO ID or user ID, and set a password of minimum 8 characters. Click on Register. A pop-up will appear. Click on OK. Once done, a new sign-in window will open up. You can then log in by using the SSO ID or the user ID and the password and fill the CAPTCHA exactly as shown in the box and click on Login. If you face any issue while logging into the portal in future, you may use other helpful links such as the Forgot User ID, SSO ID, Forgot Password, etc. This is similar to what you see on the login pages of the Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Facebook. Once you're through the login process, the page will prompt you to fill in a one-time personal profile details. Also, you need to validate your mobile number through a 6-digit OTP, which is one-time password sent to your mobile via SMS to link it to your SSO profile. An alert will be sent via SMS after the successful updation of your profile. An alert will be sent via SMS after the successful updation of your profile, which you can save for future references. After the successful login, a window will open wherein an Applications tab will be there. Now, click on the single window icon. After the successful login, a window will open wherein an Applications tab will be there. Now, click on the single window icon and you will be redirected to the single window application. On this page, you'll need to fill in your common registration form, which is the CRF. It consists of 3 parts: your proposed establishment or the business details, your personal details, which will automatically be fetched from your previously filled personal data, and lastly, a self-certification undertaking. After filling all the relevant information, click on the Submit button. A Sign Up Successful message will be displayed. After successful submission, the single window tab at your SSO page will direct you to your personalized dashboard. The dashboard features 3 tabs. First, submit a fresh application. Second, your to-do list that notifies you to your next action point. And third, track your application status. Click on the I want to submit a new application tab and proceed by selecting either of the options. First, allow us to guide you for service selection that will take you to a series of questions that will lead you to a list of requisite forms required to be filled for your investment. Second, I will select the service will direct you to a list of all 11 departments and their 54 services. As you apply a filter for the industries department and its service, a display box asks for a relevant district industries center. Enter your desired investment location here. This will direct you to the necessary forms that need to be filled. Enter your name, email ID, and address in the blocks given. Some of the details in the form would be pre-filled as it fetches data from the page you last used for creating your RIPS account. Under the Constitution of Enterprise, select from the drop-down the type of enterprise. Fill in the total investment, total project cost as per approved project report, and total number of workers field. Select the type of exemption you wish to apply for from the options given under the exemption applied for option. Enter the details. Enter the rest of the details as needed in the form. Lastly, there's an important pointer with the title basis of enterprise. Select New if you are opening a new business or expansion if it's already an existing one and you wish to expand it further. Once done, click on the Save and Continue option at the end. This will save the entered data and will take you to the next step. Step 2. In this step, you need to upload various documents linked with your chosen type of exemption. Read the fields carefully and submit the required docs. You can submit all the documents in the e-vault, which can then be utilized for any other online application at a later stage. This eliminates the trouble of uploading them again and again. Also, you don't need to submit physical copy of any document as the system is completely paperless. The last field calls for uploading your digital signature. click on the Save and Continue option at the end. The details will be saved and you will be directed to Step 3. Step 3. The third step need to be filled by the appointed CA with his digital signature at the end. Clicking on the Save and Continue button takes you to the Step 4. Step 4. This step gives you a synopsis of the details filled at Step 3. Step 5. Completion. This is the final step and it presents you with the preview of overall details that you have filled in the previous steps. Click on the Submit button and the application would be submitted to the concerned department for further process. After submission of the form, a unique application ID is generated. Please note, for every service application, there is a unique application ID. Importantly, there is no payment for the processing fee of the incentive forms under the RIPS portal. Besides the tracking, a prescribed timeline for the grant of approval for each service is also given. Applying from the portal itself. If you want to apply from the RIPS portal, the process remains the same. For instance, if you want to fill up the exemption from tax form, you can go to My Dashboard under the New Application subhead. Click on the Apply Now option in front of the Exemption from Tax note. Clicking on the Apply Now button will open the form. All the other forms can be filled in a similar manner with some minor changes if required. Overview of the online RIPS portal timeline. On submission of the online application, you can review your application and also identify any dues pending on it. You also receive an SMS and email notification at various times of form submission and review of your incentive application. Lastly, through this portal, you can easily track your application. This can be done in 3 ways. If you're already logged in, enter your unique application ID on the Application Status tab of your dashboard. Or by using the Track Your Application tab option on your SSO portal by simply putting in your SSO ID. Or by using the Verify link on the RIPS portal and verifying the certificate with the RIPS unique number. All the certificates generated by the departments are provided to you in a soft copy and can be easily downloaded from this portal. You can now click on the Sign Out button at the top right corner of the panel to sign out from the portal. Overview of application from the Dealing Officer level. The Dealing Officer level can review the application. He can validate all the input parameters. He can review all the online attachments provided along with the application. He can accept or reject any particular attachment. In case of a rejection, he needs to state a valid reason. On the approval of the incentive application, the agenda, which is also the minutes of the meetings, is generated automatically. The agenda can be viewed by the applicant as well as from his dashboard. The agenda is then used to establish the meeting at the DLSC level. Meeting schedule and issuance of the entitlement certificate. Once the scheduled meeting takes place at the DLSC or SLSC level, the agenda is approved. The member secretary uploads the approved minute of meetings and approves the agenda. On the approval of the application, the online entitlement is issued automatically. The applicant receives a notification and can view and download the certificate. As the application is online and system generated, it does not require any digital certificate. The certificate can be verified from the system by entering the unique number given at the bottom of the EC in the Verify EC option under RIPS tab on homepage of our portal. The application is then pushed into the relevant system for further processing.